What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Blake Manor. In the last episode, we've ventured into the hedge maze and the walled garden and the stables. We found a bunch of different really interesting things, as well as maybe have figured out a little bit more about where Miss Deane ended up at the end of her trail. I didn't even see that we had the fight as a thing. Okay, cool. We'll investigate this real quick. So, this is going to be the whole thing. Already eliminated. It's just going to keep going. Sure, right. We need a man. We need to... we're eliminating the culprits of this piece to a man. Bridge game. So we got to take these people and ask them what they were doing the night of Tuesday. A bridge game held in the library on Tuesday evening. Resident alibis. Marquess Blake, Mr. Varley, Hunter, and the stable door. It's not Walter. Okay, interesting. And then... yeah. So, a lot of stuff to look at. We have to find Walter. Somehow we got to get in. We got to get him in there. We've analyzed you, and then we can confront Dupré, and we have to act on Darcy, but we don't know how to do that just yet. Yeah. Okay. And then we're on a new hour, so theoretically, we should be able to check rooms and see if there's anybody else that we can enter rooms for. Maybe we can find them. Nothing on the hour yet. Omira's in the walled garden. You're still in the stables. You're still in the atrium. Dupré is now in the garden. Maybe we should confront Dupré. Maybe that's the first thing to start with. Let's do that. And then we'll come back for these guys, because they're not going to move. So this is the walled garden. Yeah, Dupré's over here. Okay. Yeah, I just want to get people off the list as fast as possible, because the more options of suspects we have earlier, the more options of suspects we keep until later, the more difficult it's going to be to narrow down exactly who the suspect actually is. All right, let's talk to him.
Hello again, my friend.
Confront! Your goal is to transfer the soul of your dead friend into Evelyn Deane.
Oh, sweet damnation. Mama, how could I keep the company of such dark thoughts? I didn't do it. I could never. It goes against everything that we...
Then take heart, Mr. Dupré. You haven't acted yet. But I must ask you as a matter of urgency. Are these thoughts your own?
I don't know. I've felt a heaviness here these past few days. Something in this place that feeds on grief, drives obsession. The moment you spoke, it felt as if you'd broken a spell. But I'm worried, terrified that it could return just as suddenly.
Then we must act quickly. Have you any idea how we might break this hold on you?
Mr. Ward, I must lay my friend to rest. I should never have delayed it to begin with.
Laura, yes. I believe I met her spirit at the fire pit.
You saw her. I thought I felt something there, and yet she's been taken from my sight. I was foolish, selfish, enough to want one last adventure together. I should have laid her to rest before coming to this place.
There is still time, Mr. Dupré.
Yes, you are right. Of course there is. There is a ritual. I do not know if it will work, far as we are from Amon's reach. But we must try. I'm sorry, Laura. I hope you'll forgive an old friend his folly.
Okay, so he may be magically influenced. Are we doing this now? Yeah! Oh, wow, he sees her.
Hello, old friend. I can't see you,
Oh.
But I know you are here. I'm a fool for trusting only my treacherous eyes. Perhaps my time here has somehow cut me off from you. Am I so corrupted that you're lost from my sight forever? I can feel you laughing at me. This is serious, Laura. I could have... Yes, all right. I just thought we'd do one last mad thing together. It was blockheaded. I know. Though, in fairness, I entirely lack blockheadedness. Yours must just be infectious. Oh, I'm glad we could.
He's a little crazy, but
Oh, Lord.
hey, you know what? It's all crazy.
You think it would be easier the second time, wouldn't you? Goodbye, sweet friend. Is it? I don't think it's working. I can still feel her here with us.
Well, he's right.
You are right. She has not gone. I am sorry, Mr. Dupré.
She's trapped, Mr. Ward. While I've been in battle with my thoughts, she's been drawn deeper into the Manor's grasp. I cannot afford any more delays. I'll grieve my cowardice when my friend is freed. The reality of it is, Mr. Ward, that Maman Brigitte is too far out to fully reach these lands. Until we can extend her influence, Laura will be trapped. There is another way. A different ritual that calls upon not only Maman Brigitte, but her Irish aspects as well, Breed and St. Bridget. We'll need a representative for each aspect. Someone to be a vessel or a stand-in. For Maman Brigitte, I can do the honors. I will provide the stones for her fire. The goddess Breed. What do you think, Laura? Will Mr. Ward do?
Me? But
Laura was a priestess of Breed. Her trust is her blessing, and clearly she trusts you. You shall tend the flames.
Okay.
I can't.
You can, Mr. Ward. You must. And lastly, the abbess, St. Bridget. We must find someone who's close to her. They'll need a gift of some sort, a demonstration of deep devotion.
Well, I can try to find somebody.
That's what the cross, isn't it?
Thank you for all of this.
Okay, here we go. So, let's go back for a second. So Dupré wants to place his friend's soul into Miss Deane's body. He had never met Miss Deane before this event. Okay, we're nearing completion on him. Summon the 3 aspects. We've done this. So surprisingly, the confronting has gone pretty well. We need someone to represent St. Bridget. I must find someone to represent St. Bridget to help lay Mr. Dupré's friend to rest. Now, hold on, because we have... Is Varley... Is the idea that Varley maybe has the St. Bridget's Cross thing? Because we've seen St. Bridget's Cross, right? That is what that was. We might have to do some runarounds, see what we can do to find the right person for that. I might even go back to the stables, because he had a St. Bridget's Cross hung up, and if he's the groundskeeper, then all of the crosses we've been seeing might have been his. So we have 2 act things that we could do. Actually, it could also, you also could maybe help me. We got a little bit of everything with these guys. I don't know how much I want to talk to you until I reinvestigate your room, Omira, because I think that I think it seems like there's still something to find there. Maybe it's just shoes, but we do have to also do that now. Now we have to spend time investigating any of the men who have shoes that I have not checked out. Yeah, look, here's another chair that's knocked over. That's knocked. Yeah, so they were trying to get us to run and find the stuff based on that, but we kind of circumnavigated that. Do I not know? I think the way this is working, because it's not revealing... Oh, Montavani's in the middle of the hedge maze. Ooh. Okay, that's going to be a priority, but let's first just go into the hotel and try to just check all our rooms again. Let's do that first. That's important. Erickson. She just really loves hanging out here, doesn't she? Okay, Finn is gone. Okay, so Toussaint. But we know kind of every... Well, actually, does it call Toussaint as one of the... It does. We should actually check in with that, because we shouldn't rule him out just because we had dealings with him on the last thing. Anybody could be a suspect. Shoes? I mean, he probably has his shoes on, so that's... Oh, maybe not. Shoes. Look. 2 pairs of perfectly polished, medium-sized black shoes. Okay, so he is not ruled out. Okay. This is Montavani's room. Actually, she's outside, so this is a perfect opportunity. In we go. She's got a big room, too. A lot of stuff to analyze. All right, let's see. She's got boots, but we don't need to analyze her shoes, because she's not a man. Letter. A letter in Italian. The ink has small circular stains that I recognize as teardrops. The address is La Casina Montavani. House? Yeah, family letter. Lockbox. Okay. We'll touch that in a second. Pill bottles. Empty bottles of medication. Is Mr. Montavani ill? I wonder, has she been seeing a doctor while here? Clothes. A book. Another note. Oh, posters. Posters for events Carmela Montavani has headlined in the past. She really has traveled the world for this stuff. I would think this a strange thing to bring, but maybe it suggests she travels of 10. Of 10. It looked like there was a space there. She travels often and without much notice. She might be bringing things from one event to another by mistake, or as mementos of her work. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, if she's always on the road, she doesn't have a place to deposit the stuff that she wants to keep. That makes sense. Schedule? Yep. Is Miss Montavani scheduled for this weekend? I've noted her movements in my timetable. I mean, she's going to be the hardest one to dissuade from the seance, obviously. So this one, Montavani might be the most difficult character to break in this game. A note from Mr. Dupré confirming a meeting in the drawing room. It does not say a time. Interesting. Dupré is really all up in this. He is everywhere. Shawl. Oh, that looks like the shawl that was outside. Hold on. A shawl, no doubt for the cold weather. Wait, why does this look familiar? Is this the shawl that I saw being washed when I arrived here? Does that mean Miss Montavani? Good to know. Okay, so we should ask her about washerwoman for sure. Postal order. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. Postal order. A postal orders to La Casina Montavani. Miss Montavani is planning to send money home to Italy. Contract. Her contract for the event, signed between her and Varley. I would wager this is an unusually high fee for such an event. Certainly I'm being overpaid to be here, and she is receiving that many times over. Wow. Séance contract. Grand Séance. Oh, and I actually did pull this up. So Leviticus 20:27 reads, A man also or woman that hath a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them. So basically, they're a witch. I wonder what that verse is. Regardless, it feels threatening. Tarot deck. Comb. Comb, I don't feel the need to really look at. Tarot deck? Let's look at it in case. A fresh-looking tarot deck. It must be a spare. Bin. Ooh. Hello. A number of blood-stained handkerchiefs. Miss Montavani must indeed be ill, but how serious is it? Bloody handkerchiefs. Clearly, Miss Montavani is unwell. I should investigate the nature and seriousness of her illness. Who among the guests might know more? Maybe Varley even, right? Oh. Photographs. A group of people posing in front of a farmhouse. A few of them look a bit like Miss Montavani. This must be her family and their home. Miss Montavani's family seem very important to her. How about this one? A photograph of a young Miss Montavani with a mother. Grandmother, maybe? Okay. I feel pretty good. Actually, I think there's a little bit of a hack with... because if the game decides we've seen everything in the room, I think it... yeah, it blacks it out. Look, see how the lead that it's brushing out of, there's nothing left in it? Like, it's not as bright as the thing that says diagnosis. So I think the game subtly has a way of telling us we've seen everything in the room or not, which is great. It is a little bit of metagaming, and I won't try to use that, but I've seen, I think now, everything I need to see in here, so I'm gonna step out. That was a lot of time, though. We gotta be careful. Not Barbosa just looking at us directly. This is my room. I don't need to see my room. Skerritt, I might want to look at, because he's a dude. If he's not in there, then Erickson I've seen. He doesn't seem to be inside. All right, in we go. Boots are the important thing here, but let's figure out a little bit more about him, too. Okay, similar room. Will. What is that? Personal items. Definitely got to read the will. Varied attempts to write a will, but he keeps starting over when he reaches the part on who to leave his resources to. He does not seem to have any family or friends. Sad, but he was kind of the dickhead guy. So I don't feel too bad. I don't know. You push your people away. Schedule. Mr. Skerritt's schedule for this weekend. I've noted his movements in my timetable. Okay. No shoes yet. Here's all the stuff. Hello. Oh, wait, shit. There was a box in Montavani's room. Hold on. We got to go back before I forget that. Yeah, there was a full lock box in there. She's on the other side. It's funny because it almost we could be the complete antisocial detective. Because I feel like we're learning most of what is going on in the space by just looking at their personal stuff and not by actually talking to them. I'm sure you could get there both ways because this game seems like it's built for that, but it is very funny. Uh-huh. Oh, so we're gonna have to... Hold on, we need to know... There's got to be a pattern here. Somewhere in general, is there a pattern for this box? Not that I can tell. Okay, so we have a lockbox in her room. Yeah, I just need a code. I need a code for this. Theoretically, there's only one way to... Oh, I could go this way, though. I could do it the same way that I've done... No, I need to know what the shape is that I have to make. It's not going to matter if I don't. All right. Good to know, though, but I need to keep that. I need to remind myself that that exists. Okay, so the other side. Oh, also, I didn't ever... Can you look at that? I don't think you can, right? No. All right, to Skerritt's room. Let's learn more about him. Ideally, we don't take more than up to the half hour, but we'll see. So we've done his will. We saw his personal effects. We saw the book. Okay, great. So there's a lockbox with 5 numbers on them. Ideally, we could get into that. That's another book. This has an extra thing. This is his journal. Various writings, but the one that stands out is about the upcoming seance. Imagine, to actually speak with a ghost. Who will it be? What secrets will they share? Whoever it is we summon, they will become famous in death. So much will be spent to uncover their life, to learn everything about them. Even if it is the lowliest house servant, they will become known to everyone from here to eternity. Ooh. I think he's trying to die and then become the person that is seanced. Letters. A letter addressed to Apprentice Skerritt. It seems he's been ejected from the Freemasons for not living by their tenets of fraternity, charity, and self-sacrifice. He's circled self-sacrifice, yep. He's also scrawled a note on the page that confirms he has no magic skills of his own and was hoping to gain some through his time with the Order. Okay, if he has no magical skills, though, that's good, because that means we can immediately rule him away. Where are you? Where are you? Skerritt. Hello. Oh, you're locked? Oh, locked maybe because we haven't talked to him? Maybe, possibly? I don't know. Should I look at the Bible? It feels like a waste of time. Folder. I assumed Mr. Skerritt was well off, but his records show he's rich beyond my imagination. He's a string of failed businesses, but he is still massively wealthy, from inheritances. He's had all this money given to him, but he's made nothing of it. He's the last of his family. He's failed to make an empire. He's been rejected by his fraternity. He's alone. When he dies, he and his fortune will be forgotten. He has no legacy to leave. Damn. Ward with the systematic breakdown of this guy. Lockbox. Oh wait, are there shoes in there? I don't have any shoes anywhere. Where are your shoes, bro? Okay. Let's see. What might be contained inside this? 1, 4, 2... Oh. Okay, so it's a 3-digit code. Anything I could surmise about... How about this stuff? Just some trinkets, nothing of interest. Shit. Okay. I need a 3-digit code. I mean, there could be so many options. This has the... This is that symbol on the top, though. Which it shares, I think, with this. Yeah, I don't know how much more I can grab unless I can open. So we have a couple of locked boxes in these rooms that I don't have access to, which is totally cool. So I've done everything in the main atrium. Who have I not also seen? I haven't seen... I went to Omira's room. I haven't been in Quinn's room yet. Maybe we should check that out. If she's not in there. She's not made an appearance, so That's going to be a little bit tougher. Darcy. Quinn is this one. Oh, she's not inside. All right, in we go. All right, 8 minutes, and then I want to start moving on to something else. Okay. Journal. What are these dreams trying to tell me? That I'm close to my goal? The answer feels so near. Down the next corridor, behind the next sigil. Oh, I must keep searching. Maybe what I seek is at the seance. Maybe that is the dream's message. So we got another person who is affected by the dreams. So it's not just 3. We have a bunch. Okay, that's a big table. We'll go there in a second. Scary painting. Quinn is a woman. We don't need to necessarily see what her... Photos. What in the hell is that? A collection of mementos of deceased family members. That's morbid. And also, the scariest photo. Locket. A locket with 2 names etched into the framing. Alma and Julia. There's a photograph on either side, each of a young girl. They look quite a lot like Miss Quinn. I suppose they would be her siblings. That's possible. Daughters, even? Maybe you're seeing something I'm not. Brooch. With hair. A brooch containing a lock of hair. The back says Alexander Quinn, 1865 to 1896. So last year, someone died. More photos. But they light up the same way. More photographs to memorialize the dead. Yeah, okay. Empty trash. Book. Grimoires. That's important. All right. Grimoires, most of them printed with one in Miss Quinn's hand, all of them annotated and nearly worn out at the spine. It seems they've been used quite extensively over the years, and the handwritten one seems to be the product of enormous time and effort. Okay. It's good to know, even if it didn't lead to anything. More photos. So she's clearly obsessed with the dead in some way. How about... That's stationary. Cool. Okay. Drawings. Poetry book. Drawings. Some drawings. I'm not sure of what. Perhaps she should stick to her poetry. Speaking of, a published book of Miss Quinn's poetry, with scraps of paper containing annotations and drafts tucked between the pages. Okay. Not as interesting of a room, that's for sure. But we have... Oh, did we get her schedule? Schedule... No, because it's not lit up. Yeah, I think it doesn't light up with person until we meet them, like in person. Which means Quinn is somewhere out there. We got to go just find where Quinn is. I want to also go into Amira's room, right? Because there's still apparently something we can find. Probably just the shoes, right? That's probably what it's looking for. One shoe shows heavier wear. Yep. Exactly as I would expect from somebody using a cane as heavily as he. His gait and stance must be quite distinct. Cool. It still says we can investigate the room, though. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, it still says there's something to look at here. So what... I've looked at that. Mirror. Oh, maybe. Okay, yeah, I guess that's unique to the... A mirror, but it doesn't look like it's part of the decor. Did he bring this with him? Okay. Catholic Bible. Copy of the Bible. Sections are called out and notations made around anything that references angels. Actually, while I have a Bible in hand, somebody who thought Miss Montavani really ought to see Leviticus 20:27. Yeah, we just read that out. Good God, who would want to threaten her like this? Angels. Has it done it now? Okay, yes, now that was what we needed. Servants of God. Okay. So it's 11:33. We've kind of ripped through the time on this one compared to how we've spent the rest of it. Ooh, I don't know what I want to do here. Oh, well, we should still really try to go up here. I want to leave at least 15 minutes to talk to Montavani because I don't know how often she's out and about. Let's go. Dupré we've done. The Caligans are people we have not investigated at all. I don't even know. That's like the two of them. Ooh, I don't want to click too quickly. Doesn't seem like anybody's inside. How about here? It does sound like this. Okay, so someone's in 10, which is Dr. Caligan's. And then let's just... Yeah, you know what? It's fine. Let's do it. Okay. Camera. Letters. A letter from Fia to Rory Caligan, ordering him home for this grand seance. A camera with a strange attachment on the front with an engraving that says Spirit Lens. Oh boy. They're trying to fatal frame the ghosts. Okay, we got something in there. A letter from Miss Deane. She's thanking him for his offer to tutor her, but says she wants to learn from a true master, Fia. The letter has been crumpled up more than once, as if he's been taking it out, rereading it, and discarding it over and over again. Research notes. Notes on the event. It seems the doctor is preparing a research paper on the events of this weekend. Interesting. Newspaper. Okay, this is the interesting part of this room here. The board. Shoes. Yeah, you're in the running. Medium-sized brown boots. Not good. Oh, you might have been... If it's you might have been observing just because of it's a spiritual event. Maybe not even, like, in a malicious way. I mean, if you didn't intervene, it's a malicious way. Various correspondence on the topic of the occult and its place inside of the scientific studies. What do we got here? Record. A gramophone record and a note. Note to self. Request gramophone to room so I can attempt to use this music to re-enter the dream and find out what's going on there. Excellent. He seems to be trying to revisit the dream too. I should take this and try to find out more about what the doctor meant. Nice. Okay, we found a way. Glad I did this then. Okay, and now, obviously, let's take a look here. Tray. Bottles. That's just stationary. What do we got? Mary? Mary, as in Mary Blake, the Marquess's deceased wife? It's possible. That's Deane, isn't it? What is this supposed to be of? This must be the church at the back of the grounds. This image of Mr. O'Meara did not come out so well. Interesting. I wonder if this board fills up the longer in the game we go. Folder. These look like medical records. Ooh, and that's definitely a symbol we can draw in somewhere. Maybe, but they're masked by a sigil. Oh, okay. Whoa, okay, so this is an intense one for sure. Okay. I'd mess this up for sure, but let's just try to take this as far as I can go. Alright, I just missed the triangle in the middle. I think I have to start with kind of the more complicated shapes. If I go all the way... Yeah, I got it. Okay, if I go all the way around and then just end on that last line, I'm good. Inside out or outside in, it works either way. Okay. Ooh. Dr. Caligan's case files. It contains his notes on Miss Montavani. According to this, she does not have long to live. Irregular heart rhythms, the onset of organ failure, a weakness of the blood. He's not sure what is causing it, but seems to believe that wouldn't help her anyway in this late stage. All he could do is minimize her pain in these her final days. Whoa. So actually, this was amazing to do right now, because now we could talk to her about being doomed to die. Okay. Medical notes on Miss Montavani. Doomed to die. Washerwoman. Why is that connected? Miss Montavani believes she has been visited by a specter of death. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. All right, we need time to talk to her, so let's get out there. I think we're justifiably there. Let's just check if Sinnott is still in his room. But even if he is, I think we might as well just it's a closet. He isn't in there. Yeah, this is now we're starting to get to choices. Do we choose to talk to him, or do we try to just go? I think let's follow the leads that we have. Sinnott will not be in his room in the I don't know. What's next? What's the next event? See Joyce. Now the rooms have been so helpful. I can talk to her later if I need to. Okay. Letters. A mass of correspondence from various people. One mentions Mr. Doyle and his placement here to investigate. Another talks about how the Aeon has been located. Whatever it is, it resides here at Blake Manor. A note here about freeing the Aeon from its prison at all cost. No death here is real. Another talks about how all attempts to reach Mr. Doyle have failed. I see the flyer for this event is attached to another letter. This is your chance, Father, is written here. Somebody stayed here in order to reach Doyle, but he did not recognize them or know the faith. Seamus Doyle. Interesting. Schedule. Father Sinnott's schedule for the weekend. I've noted his movements in my timetable. What is his timetable? L. Sinnott. East corridors. Walled garden. Hedge maze. Okay. Come on. Open it up. Can't see anything in it. Okay. Big room. Big room with nothing in it. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Note. A badly scrawled note, I think, requesting a meeting with Father Sinnott, but it's hard to read. As best as I could tell, it's signed Murphy. Trying to talk with the priest. We just took it. Poorly drawn maps. Curious about the maps, but I'll hold off on that for a second. Shoes. His shoes are a medium in size. You should know that, I think. Now we're getting to that. Okay, clothes. That's empty. How about his nightstand? Can't see anything of note. Pistol box. An empty pistol case. Does this mean the priest is constantly armed? But why? Priest is packing. Oh, journal. A leather journal. Let's see the most recent entry. I've uncovered a hidden door which leads to the women's changing rooms. It's an ungodly place. Alas, I was hasty in my exit and have yet to review it properly. Between our assessment of the grounds and the talk at 11, our best opportunity will be at 6, but we'll find these catacombs. Come Sunday morning, we will search them stone to stone. Wait, hold on. Uncovered a hidden door which leads to the women's changing rooms. It's an ungodly place. A hidden door. Alas, I was as hasty in my exit and have yet to review it properly. Between our assessment of the grounds and the talk at 11, our best opportunity will be at 6. Is that 6? Hold on. One more time. Between our assessment of the grounds and the talk at 11, our best opportunity will be at 6. So he's going to talk to someone at 6 p.m. today. Changing room ladies. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. Where is that on the map? Undiscovered. Oh, interesting. Oh, wait. Does that mean... It said talk at 11, which means... Does that mean that... Agnostic Bible. Does that mean he has a talk going on right now? His Bible is a Gnostic one. He has sermon notes and the likes recorded inside. Is this the branch of Christianity he really follows? He has the passages about a black iron prison marked, but I cannot make out what they mean. It's hard to make anything of use out. It's a very dense tome. I'd need to look elsewhere for more understandable information. Oh. Symbols. A sequence of strange hand-drawn symbols was sitting below the Bible. Evidence. I want to just check. Now I feel like I missed something. I feel like I missed the talk. If there's something in the I forget what they call it. What is it called? Is it the dining room? No. What am I looking for? It's like the, it's gonna tell me if I move around enough. Dining room. The room where the talks happen. Why can't I? My brain's not working anymore. Am I crazy? What happened? Where is that? Oh, it's this room that's not listed on the map, maybe, possibly? Open between... No. Open between the hours of 4 p.m. and midnight. That's not the room I was looking for, but that's fine. Where is... I'll be able to tell from here. Drawing room. That's what I'm looking for. Hello. God damn it. But I've been in it. Where? Oh, drawing room is here. Okay, okay. It's on the completely other side of the house. I don't know why I thought it was here. Some of these corridors are still kind of throwing me. Yeah, I really want to talk to Montavani, but I feel like... That's the ballroom. Drawing room. Got it. Got it. Okay, now I'll have that in my back pocket now. Ballroom. Please do not enter once a talk is in progress.
Yes, sir. A question?
Thank you, Marquess. Not to turn things gruesome, but is it true? What do they say about the walled-up rooms?
Spending too much time digging around in our library, eh, Mr. Skerritt? Certainly. It is said that Percival Blake bricked away people who crossed him, but no proof was ever found. Unless he magicked the evidence away, I think we can lay these rumors to rest.
Okay. So maybe it wasn't as helpful. It was more helpful for us to investigate while they were away more than it was helpful to actually be there for the talk. I feel like the talks are more opportunities just to get those people away from their rooms for now. But I guess we should talk, or we should check in on all the talks as they're happening. Because that could be important. All right, I have 10 minutes. I think that's enough to talk to Montavani before she disappears, potentially. I'll act on... And yeah, who am I still waiting on to act for? To pray, I have to do what? I have to... Right, I have to find someone to represent Bridget, which is probably... And then I have to do what here? We have to resolve the haunting, which I have no clue. Why did that just light up? Oh, that lit up because it's knocked. I wonder, should I ask the stableman? Montavani is more important. Let me do that first, and then I can kind of make my rounds and find all the people that I need. I also... everybody is important. It's actually, like... It's hard, because I would love to... I'd love to say that there's actually a real priority, but so many people are involved in this. I'm just hoping I have enough time. Honestly, I feel really good, considering it's only noon... And the amount of stuff that we were able to do in 4 hours, we have 2 full days to try to do stuff and knock people out. I think it's we're in a good spot. All right, yeah, we know boot prints. We're good. Montavani.
Ah, Signor Ward. Yes?
Yes. And you?
I love that he is kind of uneasy with himself. He is not prepared.
My name, Signor, is Carmela Montavani. The same Carmela Montavani who is hosting tomorrow evening's séance. The guest of honor, if you will.
The psychic. Is that how you know my name?
Ah, you flatter my abilities, Signor. No, I overheard the staff mention a new guest and worked the rest out. I am something of the... detective, no? Another example, I think perhaps you're here for a different reason. Something not like the others.
And why would you say that, madame?
You do not recognize me or my name. I would wager good money that no others came this far west without some idea of those details.
Good guess.
Come, allow me to read your cards. Perhaps we can discover your real reason for attending. Maybe you will find a little direction along the way.
Oh. I'm gonna pass for now.
Thank you, madame. But no. I think perhaps I am more wary of your cards than I expected to be.
Very wise, Signor. Perhaps a more traditional conversation instead, then.
In the most dark, depressing area.
What should we discuss, Signor Ward?
Let's analyze her first. We know a decent amount about her now. Sunken eyes. Miss Montavani looks very tired. Where else we got? Bible. Oh, tarot deck. Of course. And then... shakes. Miss Montavani's jewelry is quite jangling. It's as if her entire body is shaking despite the mild temperature. Good to know. Okay, so there's a lot we could discuss with her. Let's talk about washerwoman first, though. When I arrived here, I saw a woman washing what appeared to be your shawl in the fountain out front. Oh, are you sure? Mine is dry in my room. I think it was an omen. Ah, a specter of death, perhaps. She knows, then, that my end is near. Oh, do not look at me this way. It is of my own doing. I pushed myself too hard all these years. This is my last seance, my last anything. I've made peace with that. Ooh. Okay. Evelyn Deane. I don't suppose you've met Miss Deane, have you? We have met, not here, before in London many times. She flutters from person to person to suit her own agenda. I've seen the damage she's caused, so I stay away. She cannot poison the flower she cannot land on. Ooh, interesting. Good. Good name. Good, thing. Miss Montavani's health. Let's do it. Are you feeling alright, Miss Montavani? Oh, why do you... I'm alright. I'm fine. It's just a cough. Perhaps a cold from the weather. London is foggy, but here it is just damp to the bone. Oh, so she avoided it. Miss Deane's invitation. Her family. Do you have a family back home, Miss Montavani? Yes, a big one. More uncles, aunts, cousins, nieces, and nephews than you could count. All in one another's pockets, knowing business and having opinions, laboring on the same farmlands day in and out, with no hope for a better life. I miss them. When I was young, it was a terrible life for me. But now, as I age, I had hoped... do not mind me, Senor Ward. Oh. Form hypothesis. Oh, I see what we're doing. I don't know why I didn't understand this. So, before we had her family and postal order, in that middle, we just got family provider. So we're like trying to find these I mean, this is what detective work is, but we're trying to find the connections. But literally in this map, we're trying to find the connections into it. That's great. Okay, cool. Carmela Montavani's goal is to conduct the seance despite it killing her, as she wants to provide for her family. What if... I know what happened here.
Miss Montavani is ill. Clearly her work is taking its toll. Another seance might be too much for her body to handle. I should find and confront her about this.
Nice. Guest. Wait, hold on. I think it's bugging. Hold on. Let's... There we go. Okay. That's weird. Yeah, the game has done that a couple times, and I think it's just... Oh, yeah, look at that. Like, I have to be, like, next to her for that to work. It's done that a couple times now where, like, it has given me an option to click on something, and it's definitely should not be giving us that option.
Senor Ward, we meet again.
Confront! Your goal is to conduct the seance despite it killing you, as you want to provide for your family.
It is not just those of us speaking to ghosts who are uncovering secrets. Is it, Senor? I have had time to consider, to decide. This is not where I wanted to spend my last days. But at least this way, my death will have use. The last I've spent on this grand seance. It will be something to be remembered. And this contract will serve my family well. It is not perfect. But few things are, Senor Ward. I have a favor I must ask of you. Senor Ward, I believe you to be a good man. I will not survive this seance. Even if I hadn't already known it for myself. I have seen it in my cards. I have resigned myself to this. I have reason for seeing this seance through, my family. I left when I was young, when I realized this gift gave me a way out. And what a life he has given me. I have performed in the old world and the new. Every kind of party I have been to. I even read for Queen Victoria. And through her granddaughter, I performed a seance for the Tsar and his mad monk. I could not have asked for more. But I do not have much left. All I earned, I spent. I could always earn more. But the time for that is at its end. I want to give something. Some fraction of the comfort I have had. This event. It pays well. Too much even. But at a time when I needed much. But now I fear I will be gone before I can get this money to them. Please, Senor, I will give you the secret to the lockbox in my room. Per favore, you must go to my room and get my earnings. Take this symbol. It will open my lockbox. A key to my room. I suspect you already have. When the seance is done, please, ensure my family gets the full amount. And let them know I am sorry that I left, but that I loved them. Always.
Of course.
Grazie. Now, go.
Wow. It's really interesting, though. So we're not going to be able to dissuade her from doing the seance. Oh, wow. Okay, it just teleported us here. Chiave del sigilio. Okay, so it gives us the shape. So, yeah, so we're not going to be able to dissuade her from doing the seance, but at least we can help her out, I guess. Oh, this is not going to work. Resetting. Let's go from the center. That's going to help us. I don't think that actually... No, hold on. So, I got to go from here. Let's do this one. Let's do this. Yeah, that'll do it. Very nice. Okay. Opened it up. All the money. Payment. Look, I'll put this away for safekeeping. I'll make sure it gets to Miss Montavani's family. I can hardly imagine how the other guests are going to react. Would they go through with the seance if they found out what it would do to Miss Montavani? I pray the Lord shows them compassion. They don't own their complicity. At least Miss Montavani has chosen to die on her own terms. It's a luxury too few of us are afforded. Mystery solved. Miss Montavani will conduct the seance and die as a result. Miss Montavani has asked me to ensure her family gets her money, so her death is not in vain. Does this count? Oh, okay. It still counts. Interesting. Mystery solved, Miss Montavani. I wonder if I've gathered enough facts to eliminate any suspects. I should check my notes. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do any eliminations yet, just this moment, because I'm a little bit unclear. We're really due for the end of an episode, but while we're here, so we've gotten all our evidence, we have finished Montavani, which is amazing. Do I still owe an act? Yeah, I've done it. Okay, so the reason why I'm a little bit worried is because it says they wear medium shoes, which I'm sure is true, but the person that watched them outside may not be necessarily the person that is responsible for all this. It could be. It's definitely more likely than not, but I'm still just on the back foot about it, even though the game is directly telling us. I just want to be careful about it. But yeah, okay, cool. So we did really well. This is a really great episode. We did so much stuff for this, and we still have 4 minutes left on our clock. So I might, in the next episode, try to figure out who else can do the St. Bridget's Cross thing. And then we'll continue looking around the manor, see what else we can find. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see any future episodes. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.